Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Monday, December 12th, 2022. Well, we had an area of low pressure that redeveloped off the coast yesterday, and it led to some periods of snow over the northern interior, some locations pushing as high as 6 inches as what was forecasted, where we had pretty nice snowfall in the Poconos and Catskills, portions of Connecticut. We even have a few snow showers popping off around New York City Metro and now around Long Island as our low pressure system leaves the region. For the coastal plain, really didn't produce all that much, but the fact that we have snow on the ground over the interior is going to have a pretty significant impact on temperatures by tomorrow morning as radiational cooling really is able to be maximized. We'll talk about that in a moment. Temperatures this morning range from the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast, a few mid to upper 30s in your urban areas with winds from the northwest around 5 to 15 miles per hour. On our WeatherTap radar and surface map, you can see there's our low pressure system leaving the region, and there's the associated inverted trough. This will exit, and behind it, high pressure will be in control with pretty much tranquil weather conditions the rest of the day. And when we take a look at our latest infrared satellite picture, you can see one storm's leaving. Our next storm, this one's going to be a real pain in the neck by the time it gets to here by Thursday into Friday. But in the meantime, tranquil conditions will be in place for much of the rest of this week. So if you have plans for basically today all the way on through Wednesday, weather won't be too much of a factor if you don't mind it being a bit chilly out there. So let's dive into this forecast for today. High pressure will be building in with scattered cloud cover expected. Look for high temperatures in the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. So really, temperatures aren't going to be moving all that much from where they are this morning. Tomorrow morning, high pressure is in complete control. It's going to lead to clear skies, light winds, and a fresh snowpack over the interior. That is the perfect recipe for what we call radiational cooling. That's when all the heat that's at the surface exits out of the atmosphere. Okay, it's able to rise away into the upper portions of the atmosphere, and that means your temperatures will plummet into the single digits to mid-teens over the interior and upper teens to mid-20s along the coast. The closer you are to water, the warmer you will be. It is going to be a very cold night tonight. By tomorrow afternoon, high pressure remains in control with clear skies. Temperatures rebound into the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, mid to upper 30s along the coast. On Wednesday, high pressure slowly starts to give way with a bit more cloud cover in the region. Look for low temperatures to range from the mid to upper teens over the interior and lower to mid 20s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the upper 20s to lower 30s over the interior and mid-30s along the coast. On Thursday, our low pressure system starts to approach. Now, this is called the primary, and then we have the secondary. Sometimes in storms, you have two low pressure systems, but the primary is the most important one because that helps to define where all your frontal boundaries are going to move. But the secondary, well, it can create some mischief too, because in our area, when you get a secondary low pressure system starts to form, it can keep cold air locked in over the interior. So that's what we're going to be watching for as we get closer to this storm threat. For Thursday, much of the day, you'll see increasing cloud cover. Rain, snow, and sleet will start to develop towards the central portions of Pennsylvania and down towards, let's say, Maryland and Delaware. Rainfall will be dominant along the coast, a wintry mixed mess further inland. As we start off on Thursday, look for low temperatures to range from the lower teens to lower 20s over the interior and mid-20s to lower 30s along the coast. A lot of this depends on how light and variable the winds are over the interior versus more of an easterly wind along the coast. By the time we get to the afternoon hours, clouds will continue to increase. Look for high temperatures to range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior and lower to mid 40s along the coast. So certainly warm enough for rain. In the evening hours, our new secondary low pressure system starts to gain a little bit more ground Our primary is still back here over the Great Lakes, and that leads to some pretty significant snowfall over portions of the Poconos and Catskills. A wintry mix somewhere in between this area of snowfall and the rainfall along the coast. I would not be surprised if we're dealing with some more sleet and freezing rain, as typically cold air likes to hang on a little bit more than what the medium range models like to suggest. And then along the coast, with an easterly wind, basically a wet evening is on the way. Now, as this low pressure system lifts northward, this low pressure system begins to weaken as it becomes what we call vertically stacked, and this low pressure system starts to gain more strength. So still rain along the coast on Friday, a wintry mix mess over the interior. Temperatures on Friday, and this is strongly dependent on the evolution of the storm and that transition from the primary to the secondary. But for right now, we're looking at low temperatures on Friday in the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to mid 40s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the mid 30s to lower 40s over the northern interior and mid 40s to lower 50s along the coast. By Saturday, the secondary low pressure system becomes a primary low pressure system in the Gulf of Maine. Significant snowfall for all you guys looking for snowfall in the Green and White Mountains. You're going to get plenty of it with this storm. Meanwhile, down towards our neck of the woods, look for much colder conditions building in, and don't be surprised if you get a few snow showers and snow squalls reaching even the coastal plains. So certainly a chillier day on the way for next Saturday, with low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 20s over the northern interior, upper 20s to lower 30s along the coast. High temperatures in the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. On Sunday, look for sky cloud cover, still the potential for a few flurries. Look for low temperatures in the mid to upper teens over the interior, lower to mid 20s in your suburbs, and mid to upper 20s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, and mid to upper 30s along the coast. And then on Monday, high pressure will be in control with sky cloud cover. We're going to be watching the storm out to the west, see how that develops, and we'll be dealing with chilly conditions with low temperatures ranging from the upper teens to lower 20s over the northern interior, lower to mid 20s along the coast, high temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.